Hello there, Dawn from Cyprus here, and my channel New Beginnings, my everyday life in rural Cyprus. You join me on a break. It's become my break time. I've just had a little quick snack. I thought I was going to finish it in time. And then back to watering my land with buckets. You'd think I'd be fit by now, wouldn't you? No, I'm just exhausted. Okay, let's have a look at this. So today we've got coming up, as the title says, garden tips for June. Things you should be doing in your garden in June. And I've picked week 3 of June because we're getting into week 3. A very funny joke today. I read it to Mike. I said, I'll go read this one today. It's quite a long one, but it really made me laugh, which is what we all need, a laugh. Some hacks. And of course, we're going to be looking at the Garden Birds book that I've got, and I'm going to be doing a shout out for a terrific channel. I'm really enjoying it, a new channel I found, and I want to shout that one out today. So let's start first of all today. I'm still getting used to all my bits here because, as you know, it all had to change. Oh, I will be giving you a court update soon. I'd rather make a whole video of it because I want to name and shame. Yes, still wants to name and shame. It's disgusting what's happened. So someone's trying to take all the money I'm making on my channel, which is a payout of once a year. I didn't make it last month. I need 70 euros and I got, what was it? I wrote it down, 63 euros, 73. So no payout, but we should make enough to get a payout for next month. So next month, yes, next month, because it's a month behind. So all of you who said you've been playing my playlist, don't feel you didn't get me there. It will be next month because you're paid a month in arrears, if you like. So, and I think that's why I was being hounded by this situation. Anyway, I will do a video on it. I want time to sit and make the video because I want to make sure I remember to say everything and tell you how you can avoid such situations. You never, never, never need to share any part of any of your income on your channel. You will get people tell you, oh, you can use this now, but you have to share the money. No, you do not. You do not. Never accept that. And if someone says you can't use their music and you're pretty sure you can, but I'll go into all of that later. Let's begin with this. And I hear that the garden of my great friends Steve and Tina Jewell are doing very well. So let's say hello to Steve and Tina Jewell. First of all, thank you for being there. Great followers of my channel. Okay, so this is from the Garden magazines, and this is for the 3rd week of June. And it starts by saying, in the long June days, the gardener seldom has a spare moment. Transplanting, sowing, digging, weeding, hoeing or watering should keep you busy every spare hour. However, the rewards are now becoming evident. All your crops should be growing well in the summer heat and showing promise of a good harvest to come. Some indeed are now being harvested. As soon as the crop is harvested, consign the inedible parts of the plant to the compost heap, clear the ground and prepare to sow or plant the next crop. When transplanting, it is important to keep in mind the distinction between the tender summer vegetables and the hardy autumn and winter varieties. The growing period for marrows, cucumbers, squash and pumpkins, tomatoes, beans and sweet corn is short. The first frost will cut short their careers. Therefore, it's essential to get these crops into their permanent sites as quickly as possible after the last threat of late frost is past. There is not the same urgency with most of the brassica crops, which are hardier and will come to harvest in autumn or later. If time is at a premium, therefore give priority to tender crops. In any case, transplanting of brassicas is likely to continue to the end of June and into July. Early crops are now coming to maturity and need to be harvested while they are young and tender. Never allow the pods of broad beans and peas to become hard with age. But as I always say, let some go to seed. Always save some seeds. Radishes quickly become woody unless pulled while young, and lettuces will rapidly send up flower stalks. The rapid turnover of salad crops calls for successional sowings. You should now be sowing lettuce and radish every other week. The thinning of main crop onions also makes delicious salad onions. Onions need a good deal of attention now. Their slender leaves are useless for smothering the weed competition, so frequent hoeing is necessary. Usually you have to hand weed between plants as well. Spreading weeds such as chickweed and speedwell can be particularly troublesome, and care must be taken not to uproot the onions with the weeds, a hazard which is easier to avoid by hand than by hoe. After hoeing or weeding, the soil around the onion plant should be consolidated as they need a firm bed. Throughout the growing period, onions are both hungry and thirsty. Water them frequently and provide them with fertilizer if needed from time to time. This can either be raked in or given in liquid form. A check to growth is something to be avoided. Watch too for signs of plants bolting and snip off thick central stalk if attempting to produce a flower head. Carrots, beetroots and parsnips can also benefit from occasional dressings, and all should be watered regularly. When thinning root crops, especially carrots, carefully firm the soil around the remaining plants as a precaution against attacks by carrot fly. It's recommended carrot seeds should be dressed before sowing to prevent attacks, but if this is not done, then start on the earlier crops now. When neglecting to take precautions, I have had excellent crops ruined suddenly by carrot fly. Another pest that may be put in appearance now is the celery fly. If you see brownish blisters on the leaves, then deal with these. And I have lots of videos on a playlist of how to deal with different bugs, so do go and look there. As harvesting of broad beans, early peas and salad crops continues, clear the ground on the completion of each harvest and prepare for the next crop. Dig in any annual weeds that happen to be there. They make useful green manure. If you have a plot vacant that will not be needed for the next month, sow it with mustard or some other quick-growing crop. Or old packets of almost any vegetable seed can be used up in this way. Within a few weeks, they will produce a mass of assorted greenery, which can then be dug in before flowering as green manure. Tomatoes and ridge cucumbers, which were raised under glass and transplanted outdoors, should now be making progress. Keep both very well watered. Pinch out any side shoots that form on the tomatoes, except on the bush varieties of tomatoes, which are not pruned. Early in the month, I mentioned the male flowers of greenhouse cucumbers may be removed as they serve no useful purpose. This does not apply to ridge cucumbers where the male flowers are necessary for fertilization. If you are not already familiar with the new apple-shaped cucumber, do try a few. The fruits are round, pale green, and have a rather more delicate flavour than the common varieties of cucumber. In the fruit garden, all the care you have been lavishing on the soft fruits will now start to show results. Unfortunately, birds will also be eagerly waiting for results, so protect the fruit with netting. My problem is ants. ants climbing up the fruit trees and eating the fruit. Steve suggested silver foil, aluminium foil, kitchen silver foil, whatever you call it. And I did try that. It's helped, but it's not stopped them. Some just go over it. So if anyone's got any tips how to stop ants going up your fruit trees and eating the fruit, natural ways, do let me know. The most crucial time of year for raspberries, strawberries and hybrid berries. They are coming into full crop and at the same time are producing the growth on which fruit will be carried next year. So they must have plenty of water or there will be no new growth and no crop next year. Remove any runners from strawberries unless needed for increase, in which case only allow 1 or 2 on each plant. Peg them down to root using hairpins or pegs. Finish the thinning of fruits of peaches, nectarines and apricots if not already done. Wall-grown fruits will need watering unless there's a great deal of rain. The top fruit may still need green fly and caterpillar control, but on soft fruit it is unlikely, except for red blister aphids, on red currants and sometimes on black currants as well. And basically vegetables, you should be sowing dwarf or French beans, runner beans, beetroot, leaf beet, sprouting broccoli, cabbage, carrot, chicory, American cress, endive, herbs, kale, kohlrabi, I do like me a kohlrabi, lettuce, salad onion, parsley, pea, radish, spinach, swede, turnip, and hello to Blue from Self-Reliance. You should be planting and transplanting runner beans, broccoli, sprouting broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, including savoys, cauliflower, celery, cucumber, kale, leek, marrow, including courgette, custard marrow, pumpkin and tomato. You should be harvesting now asparagus, broad beans, beetroot, leaf beet, spring cabbage, carrot, early cauliflower, lettuce, salad, onion, early peas, early potatoes, radish, rhubarb, spinach, turnip, and your herbs, chervil, chives, dill, mint, and rocket. Your fruit you should prune, thin out, or de-shoot: apricot, blackberry, hybrid berries, cherry, red and white currant, fig, peach, nectarine, plum, raspberry. Harvest your gooseberry and strawberry, and in your greenhouse you should plant aubergine or eggplant, cucumber, marrow, melon, peppers and tomato. And finally you should be in the greenhouse harvesting dwarf beans, cucumber, marrow including courgette and tomato. So I hope that was a good little roundup there for you for your June garden. So let's continue straight away with our next thing, which I can't wait to do this. Can't wait to do this for you. Here we go. Okay, it's rather a long one. I'm sweating, dripping. It's rather a long one, but I like it. 2 Lancashire lads won £500,000 on the pools, which is like football pools, and decided it would make no difference to their way of life. No more it did for some weeks, when one night over a drink, Bill said to Tom, "Tom, do you know what I'd like to do?" And Tom said, "No, Bill, what would you like to do?" And Bill said, "I would like to go to London." And Tom said, "Right, we'll go tomorrow." So early the next day, off they went on a day excursion. Arriving in London, they went to see Westminster Abbey and then to Buckingham Palace, and also saw the changing of the guard. Then Bill said, "Tom, do you know what I'd like to do now?" And Tom said, "No, Bill, what would you like to do now? And Bill said, I'd like to get some fish and chips. And Tom says, right, we'll have some fish and chips. Let's go and find a chip shop. Having found a shop and having had a good feed, they walked down Piccadilly and past a motor showroom where Bill said, Tom, I think I'd like to buy a new car. And Tom said, right, let's buy a motor car. So into the showroom they went, and the salesman came forward. Good afternoon, gentlemen. What is your pleasure? Bill said, well, flying pigeons, but we came in to buy a motor car. And the salesman said, certainly. Any special kind? Bill says, no, just show us some. And the salesman said, well, we've got a nice Mini, which has only done 750 miles. You can have it for £800. Bill said, no, we want something better than that. The salesman said, well, here's a Rover, only one owner. That'll cost you £1,800. And Bill said, oh, that's more like it. But over there, that looks a nice one. And the salesman says, yes, it is. That's a Daimler. That will cost you £9,000. And Bill said, oh, we'll have two. And the salesman said, oh, yes, sir. How do you propose to pay? By deferred payments? And Bill said, oh, no, I'll pay by cheque. £9,000 each, that's £18,000. And he started to write when Tom said, hey, put that chequebook away. It's my turn. You paid for the fish and chips. I thought that was really funny. You didn't know where that one was going, for sure. Yeah, very good, that one. Hope you like that one. Okay, let's move on. Let's go on to our next theme for today. And we're going to do, I've got a comment, Steve laughing, Blue laughing. Blue laughing, I thought that was a good one. Okay, let's go on to this. Just had to grab my pencil because I have to cross off what I've told you, or else you'll be getting the same tips and hacks continually. Okay, let's look under the section of look good and feel beautiful. Ooh, what are we going to find in there today? So the first one, oh, Steve says, I remember that next time, fish and chips. Yeah, go take Tina to buy a car after that. The first one is add 1 tablespoon, 20 ml of malt vinegar to the final rinsing water after shampooing brown hair, or use lemon juice for fair hair. The acid removes any traces of soap, puts a gloss on the hair, and helps reduce dandruff. Next tip. Wear a light sun hat if strong sunshine, if hair is colour treated. Ooh. Cold tea is an excellent after shampoo rinse. It makes your hair shine and feel soft. Massage it into your scalp and rinse off. I remember as a teenager, they used to have all these wash your hair with this and cold tea and all that when I was younger. I never did any of it, but I always remember seeing these sort of things in magazines, like teenage magazines. To recondition dry hair, shampoo and towel hair dry. I would say towel dry hair, but it says towel hair dry. Apply mayonnaise and leave for an hour. Shampoo with warm water and add 1 tablespoon, 20 ml of cider vinegar to the final rinse. See, all these weird things. Do any of you do these sort of ones? We'll do one more. When dandruff is troublesome, mix together equal quantities of cider vinegar and warm water and apply to the scalp daily. So there's some little tips for you today. As I say, learn something new today. Tell me if any of you do any of the tips. Okay, let's go on to this. Okay, I've just got to go in my Word doc so I can pull up for you. Just one, try and remember which Word doc it is. This one. Here we go. There it is. Now, I can't remember if hold on, copy. If I talk to you while I'm doing things that go wrong. I can't remember if I mentioned this on this channel or my other channel. I've got a feeling I mentioned it on this channel, but this is a channel. There's not tons of videos on there, but it's great. It's called The Matrix, and the channel actually saw me talking about the channel live and obviously watched my channel because there's a thank you Dawn for that, which was very much appreciated. And I did say I'll go do it again because I watched more from that channel. It's called The Matrix. The link, as in the URL link there, is the one I watched today. And if you missed me talking about it before, it's very well done. It's AI, but it's extremely well done. And some videos are dogs, some videos are cats. They have the different breeds, and they're saying what breed they are, what they would wear, and they've got the animals dressed up. And the ones I've watched so far are so right. They're absolutely correct. Tony called her in the office for a bit. Okay, Blue. So today, excuse me, today I watched, I think it's the one I've put there. It's got 4 or 5 breeds in each video. And the one I watched was, I've got a ragdoll kitten. I've got Kit, my ragdoll kitten. And it was what a ragdoll kitten would wear. It was so right. It was so right. And they've got most breeds of cats. Obviously there's more to come, but there's quite the most popular ones so far. And I learnt today that I was told that Mr. Colin Waffles, the black and white cat I've got, someone told me it was a calico cat. And I don't know many breeds of cats. And I said, oh, I wondered what it was. And they said, yeah, you'll find he really loves water. And he does. He loves water. He can't get enough of it. But then my friend who works at the cat sanctuary said, no, he's not calico. He's got traits of calico in him. But now I've seen this video and it shows a calico. He's not calico, but I can see the traits in it. But there are these black and white cats called tuxedo, as in tuxedo. And I didn't know there was such a breed of those. So I looked at that as well. And yeah, Colin's got the traits of both of those cats in him, so maybe he'd have multiple outfits. And then there was tortoiseshell cats. Now the colours of the tortoiseshell, my tortoiseshell cat is, we've seen Pebbles, she's like really pretty, whereas most other tortoiseshell ones are slightly different colourings. So I'm researching all the time. I used to have Yorkshire Terriers, so I'm going to look for that one, see what the Yorkshire Terriers would have worn. Probably kilts. Oh, no, not kilts. Yorkshire, what would they have worn? Flat caps. But mine were girls. I do like the way on The Matrix he also says the females what they would wear and what the males would wear. So, guys, do go and check out that. If you want the link to it, if you're watching this back later and you can't grab the URL or the channel link, it's just at The Matrix, MAITRIX. If you can't get that, just ask me. So what was that channel you were talking about? And I will send it to you. And yeah, go check it out. Really fun. There's a few other things on that channel. I haven't looked at those yet. I'm absorbing in that. So if you want a nice chill out on your coffee break, what to watch, just dip into them. They're really short as well, so I do like a nice short video. I tend to watch more, but then go and see those. Like if I've got 5 minutes before my countdown, I might go and watch something quick like that. So yes, do go and check out The Matrix. Really great channel, something really different. And I know Steve's got Rover, so you might want to go and see if you can find Rover's breed. And I'm pretty sure you'll agree with what The Matrix channel says your dog would be wearing. Okay, let's go on to this. Okay, so last week we looked at the missel thrush, and today we're going to be looking at the long-tailed tit. Now we have lots of those here, lots of them, and if you're not sure what that looks like, they're quite weeny. They're like smaller than sparrow normally. They're really sweet. They look a bit more fluffy. They are really, really sweet. So we're going to talk about those, and it says long-tailed tit family. The length is 14 centimetres, which is 5.5 inches. Recognition, the plumage is mainly black and white. Juveniles are browner and has a very long tail. The voice, there's no proper song, but a sharp syrup and thin repeated z, are in flight, and a short pit when perched. You're most likely to see parties of the long-tailed tits, not like celebration parties, passing through the garden rather than visiting a bird table. The flocks mainly comprise parents and their offspring of the year. Apart from helping each other to find food and avoid predators, the flock members huddle together on cold nights to keep warm. In February or March, winter parties disband and males set up their own territories within the flock territory and mate with females from other flocks. Feeding, long-tailed tits eat far fewer seeds than other tits and mainly take insects and other invertebrates. They are agile in their search of leaves and twigs, but unlike other tits, do not hold food under the foot while pecking at it. Instead, they hang upside down by one foot, clutching the food with the other. On the bird table, some long-tailed tits form the habit of visiting, especially when ice locks up natural food. They prefer small fragments of meat, fat, and peanuts, and are tempted by fat smeared on the back onto the bark of trees. Spider is a favourite natural food, and you can also recognise it by a pinkish tinge on its body. Nesting. Nest building starts in February or March and takes about 3 weeks because the nest is extremely elaborate. The balls of moss, spiders' webs, hair, feathers, and lichen is built by both sexes in a bush, bramble thicket, hedge, or high in a fork of a tree. The nestings are sometimes fed by helpers. Those are close relatives who have lost their own nest to predators. Feather lining. The hundreds of feathers that are added to the nest makes the lining so snug that when the female is incubating, she has to fold her tail over her back to fit inside. And that gives you an idea of type of nest. So can you see her head inside poking out at the top? So that's very intricate, very different sort of nest there. Nest information. March to May, 1 brood, 8 to 12 reddish freckled white eggs, 14 to 18 days incubation, female, 15 to 16 days fledging, independent at next nesting season. So that's the long-tailed tit. Do you have those? We have plenty of those here for sure. Okay, let's check the comments. Hey, Ginny Points in the house. Hello, party people. Did someone say party? She just knows. Anyone's just got to mention party on their channel, give it a try, and then she's there. So hello to you, my friend. And I've just been on Jeannie's channel and she was driving, forget the name of the place, but she drives around and shows you different places. Can't remember the name of it, she'll tell us. What a cool nest, it certainly is. I want to know how birds know what sort of nest to build. Why do they all build completely different? You've got their standard nest, but then some have got this, like that one, sort of a stuck on a wall, and they all build out completely different things. They don't all grab anything and build out of it. They're very what's the word? It's very typical what each bird builds from. They don't just get random things. I think, is it magpies? There's a bird that just picks up anything because they steal bits out of other nests. But on the whole, they each have their own type. And the way eggs are different as well. Each bird has a different type of egg. It's all very interesting. Very interesting. Okay, what's the time? I can't be too long today because I've got watering to do. Me and my bucket. Me and my bucket. Okay, so let's go on then to, oh, I'm up the top. I want to be down here. Let's go on to this. Are you liking my new music? It's all from Roa, R-O-A. Just type in Roa or Roa Music and it's all free as long as you put down the bottom of the description, it says copy and paste this. As long as you do that before you post your video or do your live, it is all free to use. It's some lovely music. Let's play. What should we play? Shall we play Would You Rather? Let's play Would You Rather. Would you rather? So today, let's say, would you rather we're talking parties for Jeannie. Would you rather have a birthday party where everyone only plays chess in silence? Or would you rather have a birthday party where everyone sleeps? I'll say that again. Would you rather have a birthday party where everyone only plays chess in silence, or would you rather have a birthday party where everyone sleeps? Okay, I'll let you ponder on that one. I'll let you ponder. Hey, we have from Wales, Julianne West. Thank you for coming here, much appreciated. And do check out each other's channels. And let's say a big hello and welcome to you from Wales. How lovely to hear from you. Nice to see you. So guys, do go and check out Julianne's channel. And I'm sure she'll check out your channels too. That's the one, Siesta Key Beach. That's the one, yes. She has a little drive round. I do like seeing different areas. I've just done a drive video. I've not posted it. I just edited it today. So it'll be a while probably before it comes up because it's not time sensitive, a drive. And I've just taken you on a drive round the mountains where I live. Very picturesque, very scenic. If you want to see more of my mountain drives, go on my playlist Out and About. And if you want to see where I walk in my mountain area, in my rural abandoned village, all my walks are purely from my house and I don't go miles and miles. And I think that playlist is called something about mountainside walks. mountainside walks in rural Cyprus, something like that. So if you're into countryside, it does remind me of Wales a little bit, some of the areas where I walk, actually. Oh, Blue's still popping in. There's the Blue still. Jeannie says she would rather have a party where everyone sleeps. Steve and Tina Jewell say they would rather have a birthday party where everyone plays chess. I think I would rather forego the party if I have to pick one. Oh, it's hard. You got to play chess in silence. Well, I suppose it's an activity. It's an activity. So I'm going to say a party where everyone plays chess in silence. At least something's happening. It doesn't say you can't have music on, does it? No, it doesn't say you can't have music on. I'm going to pick chess. I'm going to pick chess. Let's do another one. Would you rather be able to mimic the sounds of all vehicles, home items, and all animals? Ooh. Or would you rather wear shoes that are very heavy and hard to walk? Well, that's not comparable, is it? Would you rather be able to mimic the sounds of all vehicles, home items, and animals? Or would you rather wear shoes that are heavy and hard to walk? I think that's a no-brainer. Tina would like the sleep party. Says Steve, guessing as Tina's still asleep in bed. Oh dear. Yeah, mimic. That's a no-brainer. It would have been better to say, would you rather be able to mimic the sounds of vehicles, or would you rather mimic the sounds of home items? Let's do that one. That sounds better. So now let's say, would you rather be able to mimic the sounds of all vehicles, or would you rather be able to mimic the sound of all home items? I'm going to say home items. You could really mess people about by going, oh, is that the doorbell? Or, oh, the phone's ringing. Or, did you put the washing machine on? Oh, Matrix done. Oh, lovely. Lovely. It's really fun. Matrix is really done. It's really fun. Have you got pets, Julianne? If you have, tell me what you've got and I'll tell you if I remember if they've done that one yet or not. As I say, there's not lots up at the minute, but I'm sure if you put in a request, possibly they might do your breed of animal. So, yeah. A cat. What's your cat called? And what sort of cat is it? Do you know what type of cat? Blue saying, I already do that, not well, but it's a thing. What, making the sound of the the things in your house? Oh dear. Oh, that's quite funny. Yeah, I think I would definitely rather mimic home item sounds than vehicles. Oh, a Maine Coon cross. Right, it's called Lucky and it's a Maine Coon cross. Have you got a channel? I'm assuming you've got a channel. I will let me write down your channel name and I'll come and look at it. Let me write it down. Julianne West. Excellent. Yes, definitely he's already done Maine Coon. Definitely already done. Oh, and it was funny. I was reading the comments under one of his videos and they're saying about, oh, the voice is just like David Attenborough. So Julia know who that is. Blue will know who that is. Oh, Stephen know who David Attenborough is. And someone put, oh, sounds just like David Attenborough. Then the next video Matrix has said, and some of you get a bit confused. I'm not David Attenborough. Blue's just done a link there for Julianne's channel. Thank you for that, Blue. Blue says, making sounds of cars and vehicles and home appliances. Oh, you do them all, Blue. Can we have a demo video of that? I bet if you can do them well, you're better than AI. Okay, let's do another one. I've got to keep my eye on the time. I'm only allowed an hour break. Would you rather wear shoes that make you keep falling as if you was on ice, or would you rather be on a long haul flight with loud, annoying people? I'll read that again. Would you rather wear shoes that make you keep falling as if you were on ice, or would you rather be on a long haul flight with loud, annoying people? Ooh, that's a good one. Steve saying, I visited people in Zimbabwe who had 2 lions for pets. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Different places, some things are normal. Some things are normal. It's like what people eat. Some people eat weird things. Shoes, lots of shoes. Steve, do you rather wear the red ones? Because you would fall over in those. Yeah, that's a hard one. Let's discuss. Wearing the shoes and keep falling over. Well, I do that all the time anyway, and it is so annoying. It really is. And you can get injured. But being on a long haul flight with loud, annoying people, that is one of my worst nightmares, particularly if they're annoying children, kicking the back of your seat, or just loud people. So, but the benefit of that is you're going on a long haul flight. So you go and get off at some point, just tolerate it because you must be going somewhere fab. Whereas just keep falling down with the shoes, that's it. So would I tolerate the long haul flight, which is one of my worst nightmares with annoying people, if it meant going to a destination? Yes, I would. So I'm going to actually pick that, even though for me that would be worse. I would tolerate that. The shoes are just never-ending nightmare. Jeannie says, people one, I have earplugs. Yes, you see, there's ways round these things. You have earplugs. Steve hates long haul flights. Yes, but they take you to awesome places. From England particularly, the longer you fly, the better it gets. I did many a long haul flight. I don't know if I could do that anymore. Blue says, I'd rather be on a flight because I'll wear a headset. There you go. Steve says, shoes. Shoes. Blue depends on the mood. Blue hates shoes. Don't anyone be buying blue shoes. Blue says, I don't tolerate kicking on my chair. This is Blue's voice. I don't tolerate kicking on my chair. I just do my terrifying stranger face. It tends to make people behave. I don't say anything. I just stare at them. I do that. I will never cause a fuss, but I have looks. My look says it all. Yes, I'm with you on that one, Blue. Yes. Yes, I gave a particularly interesting look the other day, but I'm going to tell you about that on Wednesday. I've got on the board to tell you on Wednesday. So, yeah, Jeannie's making emojis. Steve says, long haul used to be better when you got lots of free booze. I didn't like it, though, where it used to be smoking. And didn't like that. I thought that was awful to be on a long haul flight and there was smoking. it didn't matter where they're smoking on the plane, you can smell it. I haven't flown since they brought in all this liquids, and you can only take certain amount containers and all that. I haven't flown in those days, and I certainly wouldn't like to fly now if they're bringing all this eye sensor and fingerprints and all that nonsense. I haven't flown with all that stuff anyway, so I could take. Oh, obviously you couldn't take illegal stuff or certain products, but I've never flown with all this, what liquids you can take and all that stuff. But no, I always made going to the airport part of the holiday, so we would always go early, and me and Mike would always have, depending on the time of day, whether it be a big breakfast there at the airport or an evening dinner. We'd get there so early because once you're there, you're there. You haven't got to worry about traffic jams and roads up and delays and detours. Just get there, make that part of it, go around the little shops and maybe buy a magazine or read a book. So that was part of it. And then the flight, you just make sure you've got things to do, basically. Long-haul flights can be a bit traumatic, but it's always worth getting the better seats because of that. So body scans now, says Steve. Good grief. Blue says you can have bigger bottles as long as it's your main case that goes into the luggage hold. It's only in your hand baggage they make limitations. Righty-ho. Yeah, as I say, I've not done all that. Can you imagine that? I've not flown since then. They don't make me do the body scans, Steve. They have to hold me up, otherwise they tend not to want to. Blue just gives them a look and they go on. Go on. Oh dear. So yeah, that was a good debatable one, that one. What's the time? Let's do another one then. So, would you rather, this is a good one, would you rather eat a lemon burger, so a burger made of a lemon, not lemon flavour, a lemon burger, or would you rather drink onion cola? Ooh, would you rather eat a lemon burger, or would you rather drink onion cola? Only serious topics are discussed on this channel. Oh dear, I do like my lives to be different to any other channel. The important question of the day. Blue says about the airport, they just take one look at me in the chair and say, "You're fine, madam. We'll just put you through the metal scanner." Blue says lemon burger, if I think honestly. Steve and Tina saying lemon. I think I might actually fancy your onion cola. I think I'm going to say onion cola. Blue said it'd have to be a dessert burger though. Are you someone who doesn't have pineapple on pizza? Fruit is a dessert, is it not? Fruit is a dessert, not a savoury. Oh. Yes, Jeannie's saying lemon burger. You're all saying the lemon burger. Oh. Oh, you're all agreeing. I'm the odd one out. I'm the onion cola. That could be quite nice. I do like onions. I do like onions. Onion cola. Blue says, "Oh no, pineapple's fine on pizza. Oh dear. I'm thinking of the flavour profile to make it edible." Okay. Jeannie's got her emojis out. I love it when you find the emojis, Jeannie. Lemon burger. Yes. Yes, not for me. But then I suppose you could think like a meringue if the burger was well toasted. That'd be a bit like lemon meringue. As Blue says, as a dessert, she'd make it. And to be fair, Blue is the chefy, so if she says something works, it works. Oh, you're giving me my onion cola, Jeannie. Oh, Steve likes Hawaiian pizza. I'm so disagreeing with you all today. Oh dear. No, no. I don't like it when you hear people order cheese pizza. Well, that's the bottom and the top. Have you got no middle bits? Cheese is part of a pizza. It's not the ingredient for pizza. It's like saying I'll have a sugar and flour cake. You need ingredients. Ah, yes, yes. Like a brioche bun with a crystallized lemon slice and chantilly cream mayo. See, Blue's got it, and Blue's going to now make that on her channel. So I got the inspiration. Yeah, see, you've got to go with Blue. She's the one who concocts food, and if she says it works, it works. It's got a little brain going now. Tasty burger. Don't forget your pineapple in your burgers. Lemon and pineapple burger. I think about it. Okay. Would you rather? I've seen it. That's why I'm laughing. I've won off my fish and chips. Would you rather? Serious one now. Would you rather step in dog poop every time you have a negative or bad thought? Or would you rather have a dog that poops 10 times a day in random places that you have to clear up? Would you rather step in dog poop every time you have a negative or bad thought? Or would you rather have a dog that poops 10 times a day in random places that you have to clear up? I don't like stepping in dog poop, but I could make sure I don't have any negative or bad thoughts. So I'm going for the first one because that would stop any negativity. Jeannie says she loves the Hawaiian pizza. Blue says, I think the first one, because you'd very quickly stop having negative thoughts. We're the same. Steve's already got the pooper. That would be Rover then. Jeannie's saying, I'll clean up. You don't want to be stepping in it. Does that mean you have lots of negative or bad thoughts though, Jeannie? No. Just don't have bad thoughts. No bad thoughts. Go and paint your nails some pretty colours. Yes. Okie doke. Let's see. Would you rather? We're keeping him. Oh, Rover's sweet. If you guys haven't seen Rover, go on Steve and Tina's channel and check out Rover. He's so cute. Would you rather collect hot water bottles or would you rather collect bottle lids? I have been wondering. I have been wondering. Would you rather collect hot water bottles or would you rather collect bottle lids? Well, I would say if you had a good idea for using the bottle lids, that's possible. If you used to watch Blue Peter, I'm sure you could send bottle lids to get a guide dog for the blind or something like that, because that's currency in some respect. Do you remember you used to collect bottle lids? You used to collect, one year it was silver bottle tops, you know, on the old-fashioned milk bottles. You'll remember those. I bet young people don't know what they are. The silver foil bottle lids. Then one year it was like plastic lids from something. Then it was stamps off your envelopes, already with the postmark stamp on. Ring pulls. Did they ever do ring pulls? Bottle lids off beer bottles. Steve saying bottle lids off beer bottles. He would do that because he'd have to open the beer and then wouldn't like the beer to waste. That's a clever answer. I think that is the best answer of the day. So the applaud goes to Steve. Yes, he always thinks out the box, our Steve. Blue says hot water bottles. They're useful, are they not? Bottle lids, said Jeannie. What are you going to do with your bottle lids, Jeannie? Or your 50 million bottle lids you're collecting? I want to know what you're going to do with them. Or do you just not want loads of hot water bottles? Blue says you used to be able a lot of that, but not anymore. It's like collecting these sort of things. I remember when I worked in a school, we collected a certain brand of crisp, that's fries to some of you, chips, it's chips to some of you, crisp packets, and you sent them back and then you would get free books. It was only for schools. And you got free books and you could order what books depending on how many you collected. And that was kind of encouraging the children to go and buy the crisp chips. And then we got free books. And when I say free books, we're talking, those giant size books you get. So you could show the class, read the class. They were like giant size books. They weren't just normal books. Golden Wonder did that at one time. Gosh, Golden Wonder. Forgotten about that. Jeannie's going to give the bottle lids away. For charity. Yeah, for charity. Is there anything you can collect now? But it was always quite random things, and I don't think they ever really explained what they did with them all. Perhaps they did. I don't know. Yeah. Do any of you collect anything? And we don't want dust, Steve. We don't want dust. Do you collect anything? What do I collect? I collect salvage items, and I love trying to think what to do with salvage stuff. I'll find good stuff and I'll be like, I'll be able to use that for something. Oh, Blue collects kitchen hand tools. Kitchen hand tools. Some people collect recipes. Do I collect anything? Well, as you know, if I see in auctions or something like that, cross-stitch stuff or embroidery, something like that, then if it's less than it would be to buy it, I get them because I'm not sure if there's actually any shops left here now where you could even get that sort of stuff. And we can't get anything online because we have you have to actually be delivered items to your house, and you can't do it to our PO box. Jeannie collects shell art from the local Amish. That's nice. That's something really different. We need to see your collection, Jeannie, on a video. Show your collection. Do I collect anything else? I don't think I do. I like books. I wouldn't say I collect them. Blue says, oh, I might have a cookbook collection. Oh, I love this. It might be considered a work in progress. I have around 2,000 at this point. Wow. Yeah, I wouldn't say I collect books, but I do like books. I collect anything. I love stationery, but I wouldn't say I collect stationery. I do love stationery. I don't think I collect anything. Do I? No, I don't think. Okay, I can do that. Yeah, that would be cool. That could be cool. Does Steve collect anything? Steve collects information. He's pretty good at info. He's I think you'd want to take Steve to a pub quiz with you. Definitely want to take him to a pub quiz. Steve says, we have a bottle drive every Saturday collecting returns for the deposit to fund cadets, refugees from the Congo. Yes, in England we used to have that, didn't we? That you could, when you drank your fizzy drinks, you took the bottles back to either the off licence or the sweet shop we used to take ours back to, like the big family glass bottles. I think you should still have that. I think they did bring that back again for a while. I don't know if they still do. Used to, can't now. No, it's mad, isn't it? It's absolutely mad. As I say, we've got the local dump, but you can, we were talking about this the other day, we don't pay anything to use it. So we can take as much as we want, anytime we want, as many times as we want, and then we can take anything away from there and don't pay for that either. So that's our kind of, and there's recycling bins around for like bottles, glass, paper, and like old clothes or material. There's one for clothes that are good, and then there's one that's anything material can go in there. So they're like everywhere. And cans for kids, which is for the hospital, one of the big children's hospitals here, and you put your cans in it, and they often have those on the beaches. They're big wire frames made into whales and dolphins and things, fish, and you put your cans in there if you're on the beach, drinking cans. Wow, Steve raised over 100,000 since 2020. That's awesome. Yes, it certainly is. It's very awesome. Very good. Yeah, see, if only there were places where you could give stuff like that. I'm sure there's a lot more stuff that could be reused. And you just don't know. Oh, batteries here, as in small, small, normal little batteries. A lot of those are in electrical shops. I think the supermarkets have them. They're like a long, thin plastic tube, and you put your old batteries in there. So batteries are everywhere to do here, recycle, and I don't know what they do with them. Melt them down? That'd be dangerous. I don't know. Steve saying COVID was crazy for drop-offs. Jeannie saying, like the game shows, I would be like, let me call Steve. Yes, I think Steve will be good. Me and Mike were talking about that the other day, about quizzes. We are good together because we know completely different things. He knows old stuff, but we do know completely different things. Some things, let's say particular singers, for example, he know like really old stuff. I know some old stuff, but he know everything. His music ability is really good. And he go, what? You don't know that? Song will come on the radio. And he's like, you don't know that, or who that is? I mean, no. Or an actor, an old actor. No, never heard of them. He's good, and he knows who's been in what and all that. And then something really common, I'd say, don't you know that? Haven't you heard of that? I'd be like, no. So we'd be really, really good together on a quiz. Can I put the link up for GoFundMe? Of course you can, Blue. You're a mod. You can do what you like. The only thing I ask that mods don't do is promote another channel that has never visited my channel. That's the only thing. Yeah, Steve says, I like trivia. Steve says, we do some trivia on our Sunday morning lives. Yes. And often Steve will put up on the community post a little quiz on the community post on their channel as well. Here's my GoFundMe. I had a little look in there the weekend. So 2 completely unknown people I don't know if you know who they are, Blue, or not. Got 2 donations on there, which was very kind. I am going to do something later on for all those that have helped me, so I do have a plan. you do have a plan, please share it out, guys. Yes, please do share it out, guys. I keep doing little shorts. You know them. Lovely. Thank them on my behalf, or let me know if there's a way I can thank them personally. If you can give me a link or something to them, that would be really good. Yeah, I keep doing little short bits. I did have a couple of nasty messages saying I'm a scammer. I'm a scammer. How would they know? Like, not how would they know, but like, why would they even think that? And then it's either one person with 2 accounts or someone else in their household with another account. As soon as that message went up, the other one went up underneath it, went, yes, I was thinking that as well. Idiots gave themselves right away. Posting the 2 messages straight after each other. Yeah, scammer. It's not really happening. Welcome to come and visit and see for yourself. I ignore them. I find them sad. I find when there are so many scammers out there, maybe it's such a unique scam. I think that can't be right. Or is it my fault because I'm cheerful, I'm laughing? Maybe they've seen a live, never seen their channels before, but they're probably someone who's on and come under another name like people do. Yeah, probably my own fault for not sitting here crying. Doesn't affect me, people like that at all. I just take the I put them down as spam, as in not spam, what do you call it? I think it's spam. On YouTube you can just either delete them. I never just delete, I report them for being whatever. Spam, I can't remember what it is, but anyway, I just reported them. People don't bother me. No, I have enough of my own problems. It's something, if you do YouTube, you've got to not be bothered by things. And I was just thinking the other day, I haven't lost any subscribers for eons. Now you're going to go, unsub. I haven't lost any subscribers. I haven't had sad comments. The only comments I get occasionally is these, I'm an SEO and blah blah blah, your channel could make more money, that scam thing. But that's not a nasty one. And then I'd normally just take those down. And one on, I think it's my dance channel, is saying you could like make more money, blah blah blah. It's to get you to go to them and click on their site. I left that one up because if you go on it, I can't remember which video it's under, but I'm pretty sure it's on the dance channel. Under all this rubbish spam jargon about if you come on my channel, I'll show you how to get more people, more money and all that. Someone underneath has got, been on your channel, you're not doing very well either, so why would someone want to go on yours? So I've left that up there. I think that's hilarious. I ignore them a lot. Yeah, as I say, I can't remember prior to that any. I think I'm quite lucky in not having bad comments. But I think if you sort of put out there, you're not bothered by things, people don't come fishing anyway, really. So, yeah. Right, I'm going to finish there. I said I was only going to do an hour, and then I need to get back out and do some more buckets. And I've done 1 hour 11 because you guys cheer me up so much. Blue, I must thank you again for doing the GoFundMe site for me. I really appreciate it. It's not just a big heart you got for doing that, but I do know time and effort that you put into doing that. I know you've done more behind the scenes as well. And like me, you have issues, so things are harder for you, and rather than just someone just doing it. And I appreciate it. I appreciate Steve for being a fantastic mod, always on my lives. I thank you for that. I thank Jeannie's been on quite often now, and I also want to thank Julianne for popping on and saying hello here as well. And everyone who's watching this back later, just thank you for being there. Share the GoFundMe link. If you haven't got it, please ask for it. As I say, it's hard to now put it under my lives because of the situation. I don't have enough letters, like space, for all what I now have to put under my lives. So if you do want it, then it is under some videos, but please ask for it. I'll get some more oomph into it this week. Have to go fish sorting out the mushrooms. Good. Go make your lemon burger. So thank you everyone for being here. Even if you just share out the links, either my PayPal link or the GoFundMe, or why not do both? And thank you especially to Janet for all my playlists she's playing on 2 laptops. So guys, thank you for whatever you're doing. Pop it up as a pinned comment underneath afterwards. Ooh, if I can figure it out. There we go. Okay, thanks for being here, guys, and I will see you. It's Monday now, so I will see you again on Wednesday. Thanks everyone for being here. Bye for now.